backgrounds, and all of this influences how they vote. Which is the reason why any type of poll that is out there that is predicting certain elections, I don't trust them, because people always change their mind, or they don't vote the way that they say they're gonna vote. So this is a result of voters' opinions and decisions once they actually get to the voting booth and they put in their vote. You can change your mind at any moment when you're voting, just not when, after you obviously submitted your vote. Now, there are many, many theories as to why people vote the way that they do, but there's just no actual way to measure that, because people are people, right? There's saying that some people vote the way that their families do, right? Families are a very, very big influence of your political opinion. However, a lot of people who go to college, they change their political opinion. Or maybe it's the friends that you hang out with, or the groups that you're a part of, or if you're very religious. That all of those are variables that there's just no way that we can decipher them to have a very, very good idea of how people are gonna vote. Just in this room alone, we all have very different backgrounds, and we're all gonna be voting very differently maybe in the future. Hopefully not too differently. I don't want anyone to be like a raging conservative MAGA. Please don't, children. The government elections are coming up. Well, the primaries are in June. Is anyone already 18 or becomes 18 before June? Your kids will be determining who will be voting for later on.
Who is top 5?
No, not.
Miss, I was also seeing another ad of this other dude.
Is it Matt Mahan?
Yeah. I think.
Who should we vote for?
Wait, I just know he was like, what's his name?
Is that ChatGPT?
No.
His like saying is like, no more excuses, just results.
Ooh, whack. Get out of town. Tomato, tomato.
Miss, who's good? Like, actually.
I don't like any of them. This is so depressing. Right now, the Republicans are leading, so we might have a Republican governor, which is terrifying, because one of them is a sheriff who supports Trump 100%. And imagine him in charge of all of California. Yeah.
Have you heard more about Tom Steyer? Because
Yes.
in one eye he was like,
He invested in political prisons, in private prisons.
no, there was an eye he just seemed fake.
He is fake.
Miss, it was.
He's a
The
billionaire.
eye was like,
It was when like they turned the cameras off.
yeah, that's when we turned
Oh,
the camera
yes.
off to ask him a question how he really felt, and it just seems so fake.
Yes, yes it is.
It was like
But
a set.
he has one of the top polling of the Democratic governors, him and Javier Becerra, who I really don't trust, by the way. I don't trust any of them. I hate all of them. But we're gonna have to choose one of them.
politicians, why would you trust them?
You're right. You're right. But at least someone who is not, again, this is my opinion, children, but not the top two for Republican. It's 16%, I believe, for the Republican, and it's 13% for the Democrats, which is not great. It's not looking great, kids. Because here in California, we have a runoff, which essentially means that the top two are the ones who actually are in the running for president, God forbid, for government. The top two right now are both Republican. It's not looking great, okay? It is not looking great. Because they have the same amount of years as a president does, which is 4. Here in California. Which is terrifying. So, descriptive representation, yeah.
Did you see what Trump posted at like 2 a.m.?
Why is he gonna wait? God,
No,
what
it-
did he post?
It was
Is it
like
something about
a,
Iran?
no, it was an AI video, and it was like a red background, and it looked like he was like in like a red room, and he had like blood right here in his forehead, and he was like dripping down, and then he said something, but it was like in reverse, like
Oh, like satanic stuff?
yeah, it was like that.
He posted it.
Yeah, and then after that, he posted, and like around the same time, it was like Frank Sinatra singing My Way. And it was like a
Oh.
specific, it was a specific part, like he had no caption or nothing, like it was just the recording.
Oh man.
And it was saying and now the end is near.
Oh, he's finally going crazy.
If you can look it up, like that's real.
Did you see the AI Jesus one?
Oh yeah, that's crazy. And then he was like, I was pretending to be a doctor.
Yeah. Oh, right, yeah. Oh, that looks very medical, dude. Yeah.
Wow, that's a really big.
Miss.
I'm sorry, I couldn't.
It's
Cause
like a
one
paragraph,
sentence.
miss.
So descriptive representation, it
How do I
means
summarize it?
that it is elected representatives in our democracy who represent not only the express preferences of their constituents, so their constituents are the people who they represent, but also those are their descriptive characteristics. Okay, so when you're describing someone, you describe what they look like. So anything that is politically relevant, such as geographical area of birth, occupation, ethnicity, or gender. So if you see, I think Matt Mahan does this a lot. He's like, I grew up in a small town in San Diego.
Oh, that's
Geographical area of birth. So then you could be like, oh, this guy's from California, just like me. So I'm gonna vote for him just for that. You'd be surprised at the amount of people who do that, okay? So it is not just that, it is also the way that they look. He's a white man. A lot of white men like to see themselves represented, especially in positions of power, such as governor of the freaking state of California. So that's another thing that they would want to vote for. So if it has to do with descriptive representation, it is all about, do they match the way that I look? And if they do, I kind of lean more towards voting for them. So if there was a person who was running for governor and she looked like me, not like exactly, she's not a freaking doppelganger, right? But let's say she also was a teacher, right? Let's say she also taught government in high school.
I give her enough. I'm gonna go.
Then I'd be like, oh, okay, this person, she knows where I'm coming from. She's also from LA, grew up in LA. Hell, let's say she even went to UCLA. I'm like, damn, all right, she knows we're kind of the same person. So I'm gonna vote for her. And that's how people vote. It's a lot of people, that's how they vote. Which is the reason why in a lot of ads, they always say, my dad was a farmer or like a freaking mailman. I think one of the governor wannabes said in his ad. So they want to kind of seem like they're one with the people, right? That's descriptive representation. That is when they match the outside. Does that make sense? Is that making sense to me? Brian, I know that's not your phone that you're looking at. I know it because you have it locked.
I
That's
was gonna show
worse
you the video.
somehow.
I was gonna show you the video. Do you wanna see it or no?
No. Alright, now later though. Alright, substantive representation. Okay, now this is the one where I would hope more people would base their voting on. This is through an informed process. Right? It is not just, oh, that person looks like me, I'm gonna vote for them. Not that there's any, no, there's a lot wrong with that, actually. Not that I'm judging anyone who votes like, no, that's, whatever. So, they go based off of, that person represents my thoughts, my ideals, and my principles. And I want to make sure that those beliefs are safeguarded. So they're protected, right? So in this type of representation, it's not about how someone looks, even what background they have. It is more about what they're going to be doing with the power that they have. Do they have the same political beliefs that I do? The same moral beliefs, social beliefs? It's really more about what ideas and what moral standpoint we share, that's why I'm voting for that person. So for example, in New York, the mayor, Mamdani, looks nothing like me. Hell, we're not even the same gender, right? But I would have voted for him because of this. This is substantive representation. He is very proudly a socialist Democrat, which is what I am. I think I'm more socialist than anything else. That is what he is doing currently in New York, right? And a lot of people, they kind of see socialism as this very, like this big bad. They always put it together with communism, which communism is pretty damn cool. Alright, I'm not gonna get shot. The government hates communism. I hate it because it was, you know, seen as bad. It was not communism, it was dictatorship that they were doing. But anyway, this is what substantive representation looks like, right? Mamdani, I believe he was not born in the United States. He was born, I don't know where he was born, but he was not born in the United States. So, not geographic, right? But I would still vote for him if I was a New Yorker. Thank God he won. He's so great. So that is substantive representation. They don't look like you, they're not even from the same area sometimes, but substantially, like in their mind, we share the same values. Bernie Sanders, right? Another person who I support. Nothing like me. Hell no. Not even the same background. But I would still vote for him if I could. I did actually. I voted for him for president, then he lost. That sucked.
Miss, it's like don't judge a book by its cover.
Sorry?
It's like don't judge a book by its cover.
Yes, exactly. Look at the inside. That's what counts. This counts for pretty much anything. Don't be descriptive, children. Be substantive. Sounds about right. 23? Anyone else? Yes, 23?
I feel like
No, not that.
No, 23.
Yeah. It's either 24 or 29.
28.
20, what is it? Oh, it's 29. Oh, we still got time, nice.
No.
Okay, so are we represented?
You read them out?
Yes, right this time. Now I'm gonna be showing you kids some graphs. Some graphs. And I want you to write just one thing that you notice of the graph, because you're gonna use it at the end. Okay, so this is the 119th Congress, which is currently the Congress that we have right now. Here at the top is the House, here at the bottom is the Senate. This is by age, this is by generation. So if you notice, these three are the big ones. This age right here is 40 to 49. This one is 50 to 59, and this one is 60 to 69, and this one is 70 to 79. Right here, it is 30 to 39, and then one who is 20 to 29.
one person.
One person, yes. And then the Senate, same thing. So we got 33 who are 60 to 69, 21 who are 50 to 59, 27 who are 60 to 69, no, 27 who are 70 to 79, and then 5 who are 80 to 89. Still kicking. And we have
80
one, yeah,
to
we have
89.
one person who is above 90 years old. What the hell are they doing there? And then we have 2 people who are 20 to 29.
Youngsters.
Youngsters, babies. Well, not really, because they're above 30.
20 to 29.
Sorry, it's 30 to 39, because this is the Senate. So this is the generation, right? So we've got the silent generation. These people were born in between 1928 to 1945. We've got 17 of those.
That's crazy.
Boomers, 1946 to 1964. We've got 170 of them in our house.
That's a lot.
It is. Then we have Gen X, 1965 to 1980, we have 180. Then Millennial, 1981 to 1996. And then Gen Z, we got one. One of you kids, one of your generation is in the house, which is this one right here.
Who represented this?
You're represented. One of 435. That's fine. Good for you. So, write one thing that you notice here. And remember, the question is, are we represented?
When is we by we? Like the class? Or like the,
Do you feel represented?
No.
like me? Like do I feel
Yes. Think of what Congress does for us. And think of how many people are a certain age.
3 sentences?
No, just one sentence is fine. Just write down one thing that you notice.
There's a lot of old people.
I mean, this person here, holy crap.
How
Above
old is
90.
he? 90?
Above 90. I think,
Is it a guy or girl?
no, I think it's a guy. I'm not sure. I think it's, is it Mitch? How old is Mitch?
That sounds like old man.
Mitch McConnell from Tennessee. Alright, yes, they do, yeah.
The youngster.
Okay, so, you guys too late. This is the amount of racial and ethnic diversity, okay?
That looks pretty good.
It does. So we've got 66 black people in Congress, in total, right? Total, right? We've got 53 Latinos. We've got 21 Asian American and Pacific Islander, and we've got 4 Native American. So this goes from 2001 all the way to 2025, because again, we still haven't voted this year, so that's why it hasn't changed. So, how do we feel? Because again, we have 535 in total in our Congress. 66 of those 535 are black, 53 are Latinos, again, of 535. 21
Wow, that's just good.
are Asian American and Pacific Islander, and 4 are Native American, or Alaska Native. So write down one thing that you notice. Yes. So this number, add it up, and that's how many are white.
What?
Sorry, subtract that
Yeah.
from 535, and that's how many is white.
So it's
So,
like
let me see.
100. There's like 400. There's like 400.
So there are 391 white people in Congress. 391.
Miss, can we get the percentage on that? Can you do that? Oh, we got
Do you hate me or something?
Huh?
Is that it? Do you hate me? Why would you make me do that?
Just cause I just wanna know if you can do it. 'Cause
73%.
that's a lot.
That's a lot of percent.
That's like 3/4 basically.
It's quite a lot. Alright, ladies, this is
Girls?
women members of Congress.
29%.
Yes. So 125, this is in the House, 125 of the 435 is us ladies. And the Senate, 25 of the 100. So ladies, do we feel represented?
Wait, miss, how much ladies?
So it is 29% in the House
300.
and 25% in the Senate. Population-wise, we are more than the majority. So,
Is that good?
Population wise, hell yeah, more babies. But in
Oh, like
Congress.
in the world?
Yeah, not the world, in the nation.
There's also more in the world, though. I would assume so.
I don't know the world one.
Oh wait, how many girls are there in the world? I mean, in your.
Girls. That's quite derogatory, Julian.
Miss, if I were to say how many boys were there, you'd be like,
No, that's also derogatory.
how's that derogatory?
Come on, Justin, keep it real.
Just,
Miss, you know Miss Dr. Justin?
why did
She
she?
doesn't know any of
Have you not corrected her?
No.
Why
I don't
not?
have it in me. I
Miss,
don't have it.
Miss, you should see what she called Eddie.
Oh,
What
you're
did she
boy.
call you?
Boy.
What have you done to her?
Miss, talk about derogatory. She literally calls him boy.
I don't, she knows your name though.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Okay, so,
Yes or no?
answer this question. 3 sentences.
Bro,
Why would you even
who
ask
said
that?
that, bro? Who said that?
You know what? 5 sentences.
No, What's the question? Is that the question, yes or no?
Are we representing?
Oh. Maybe. Does it have to be yes or no?
It could be a maybe.
Partially. Partially.
Okay, once you're done, you can start packing up kids.